I just signed a client for $6,000, but there's a catch. The client was just a cold lead for 3 months. I'm not the one who brought him back. I never even sent a follow-up. My Claude CEO did it on its own while I wasn't even looking. The same system caught a video format taking off of my channel before I noticed and told me to lean into it. So I did it. That video nearly got 256,000 views on YouTube. So we haven't figured out already. I built a Claude-based AI system that runs my business, analyzes my content performance, tells me what to focus on, follows up with leads automatically, and flags decisions I would have missed. I call it my internal intelligence system. Now, I'm not gonna lie and pretend you can just put one prompt in Claude and it can recreate the entire thing. There's a real build underneath it, a custom CRM, a database, an automation that opens WhatsApp and iMessage and actually sends messages and follows up leads for you. It's a pretty robust setup. But I've got the layout down to 3 questions, and if you answer those, you can build this exact system. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build this exact setup step by step. Now, before I show you this system, let's be honest, you're running your business blind. Your revenue's in Stripe, your leads are in a spreadsheet, or worse, in your head. Your subscriptions are on a card you haven't looked at in 4 months. Your team's expenses are in a thread somewhere. You're not following up with their leads, and you have no idea how your content is performing. None of your departments or your business are talking to each other, so you can't make decisions or your business as a whole. And the thing that kills you the most isn't the big call that you got wrong, it's a small thing that you didn't even know existed. It's a lead that was never followed up with. It's a lead that could have been a $6,000 close if you just sent that one extra call, that one extra text message. It's that one Instagram reel of yours that got a lot of saves that you should run as an ad, but you didn't realize that got a lot of saves. And as someone who's not the most organized, I stopped trying to be, and I built an internal intelligence system that gathers all the data around my business and makes sense of it for me. This is the intelligence system behind my entire 7-figure business. As you can see right here on my dashboard, I'm able to track my book calls, my payments, the number of closes I've had for my business the last 30 days, 7 days, today. All right, so you can see today I had 2 book calls and I had 1 payment come through. The payment was for $13.80. It was through one of my processors, WAP. I have my WAP, my fan base is Stripe. This dashboard gives me my entire financial outline for the past 30 days, week, day. So this gives me everything I need to know. It gives me a nice overview of how well my business is performing. Everything is blurred right now just for privacy reasons, but this dashboard is amazing. It saves me a lot of time and it saves me having to navigate through my various processors. And then when I go to analytics, I can see things in a much more broad point of view. So you can see that I look at my all time, I have 760 book calls, 97 closes. Now this is for one business in particular. See I have my UTM source, UTM campaigns, and it's broken down by where the traffic is coming from, closer leaderboard for my sales people. I have tasks. This is all the tasks that I have to do still, and there's a lot. And then there's my income tab, which gives me a financial breakdown on my income. This is the money I take home, right? This is all of my business's revenue, the expenses, and how much money I actually walk away with. And then I have my personal CRM. This is where the money is. So right here, I have a whole collection of leads. These are like thousands of, not 10,000, but thousands of leads that when I go through, I can see their name, number, email, how to contact them. And in a bit, I'm going to show you my mass follow-up engine that is able to follow with all these leads in an automated fashion, as well as my clients. Now, speaking of clients, you can see right here, I have 10 overdue payments right now from my clients. So I can go and click view and I can see which client owes how much and how many days late there is. Now, it looks like this one's 92 days ago. So I know that this client is on the burner right now and I have to get on them because their payment is extremely late, 3 months late. Now, the reason behind this is something I know personally, so I have given this client grace, as well as this client, but you can see for clients who maybe had like 37 days ago or 55 days ago, this allows me to know, hey, wait, did I miss a invoice? Did a client not fulfill an invoice? Or did they do an invoice under another name? That's a very common issue that happens with a lot of CRMs, is that you might get a client who does a payment, but under a different name or different email. So now it looks like that client never paid, and that causes a lot of invoice management issues. So this is why having an alert system keeps things very just clean. And you see right here, I can filter by month. I can see how many clients I've had, how much cash I've made, cash that is still on payment plans, and commissions I've given to my sales reps. Subscriptions, this again allows me to see what subscriptions I have. You see I run a very lean business. I don't have too many subscriptions. As a one-person business owner or with a small team, you don't need that many subscriptions, and that's why AI business is so lucrative, because your margins are so high. Consider you know how to properly execute. So I have 15 active subscriptions. And this is my team. It's a team of 3 right now. This is my design team. So Aditya is my designer, Arjun, my creative director, Kevin, my editor, and you can see how, what they do, what they bring to the table. Now I can add my developers and everyone else on my staff, but that's something that I don't really need to do because they're on a more per project basis. These are my consistent 3 that I'm always running with. Now, to make sure you are running a business at a high scale, and when we're hiring new people and you're documenting your internal processes, you want to have an SOP library. So for example, I have a website conversion auditor that can pass into any AI employee in Claude that is able to understand if my website is a high converting website or a low converting website. And it will tell me exactly what's wrong with it and how I can make it better. I have an offer strategist. This offer strategist lets me write better offers. I have an ICP and market research analyst. This SOP can be passed into an AI employee that can literally do a full-on market research that companies usually spend thousands of dollars on for me. And this is trained on how to find winning ICPs given an offer. Same for a one-person AI business idea engine. This SOP is trained on winning ideas. It knows what makes a winning idea. This is information that I would probably not reveal to the public. Same for my sales call analyst. And then my context. I have saved context from my Obsidian Vault that I connected, and I can pass in any folder from my Obsidian Vault into this system, and it'll understand the full context. Now, your Obsidian second brain might have a ton of information, and putting that all into a Supabase or some sort of database can overflood it. In fact, you probably have extra information in your Obsidian Vault that your business or your intelligence system probably doesn't need. So instead, what you can do is you can just pick which parts of the Obsidian Vault you actually want to import. And that's where I do my intelligence system, so it's lean, it doesn't have unnecessary information, and only acts on the information that I want it to act on. Now, to take things to the next level, I have a marketing arm, and my marketing arm is extremely detailed. So as you can see on the YouTube side, I have my videos filtered by above average CTR, below average CTR, new audience magnets, basically which videos are bringing a lot of new viewers, audience warmers, which videos have a lot of returning viewers, meaning these are videos that I should create more to entertain my current audience, because your current audience is the one that will eventually buy from you, that will listen to you, that will opt into your sales programs, your funnels, your digital products. This is extremely important to know which videos are the ones that are converting. Now I can filter by all videos, and I get a full-on deep breakdown of CTR per video, impressions, average view. It looks like this video, how I made $320,547, gained 876 subscribers, 92 entering clicks, new viewer ratio, returning ratio. Looks like sales inside low retention, viewers drop off before reaching your CTA, 92 entering clicks, strong CTA engagement signals buying intent. A good amount of subs were gained from this video. Above average CTR at 7%, a lot of impressions, as you can see, and the revenue per the video. This is just AdSense. Most business owners, if you're creating content on YouTube, you really don't care about AdSense. You care more about is your business bringing in, sales from the content that you're putting out. Returning viewers. So I can break down videos. I can see why videos, aren't working. I can see what to do again, right? If need be. Like this video has a 9.85% CTR. Like, what made it so good? I can look at it. And this is a much older video, so probably won't be creating that again. But this gives me insane direction to what I need. I have AI sales insights, like which are my hook winners, best sales videos. I create direction. I can literally generate 9 video ideas right now based on all my winning videos and my losing videos in these niche topics with competitor channels, and my YouTube to sales genius will just give me those videos on a pedestal with scripts. Then on my Instagram, you can see DMs that I've had. So these are certain people that I'm in contact with. You can see right here, I have my leads on Instagram, and I can sort by high quality, medium, low, unscored. I can score these leads with AI, and it will let me know, okay, of these conversations, which of these people are more likely to buy whatever I am selling based on the conversation. So it actually is connected to your Instagram inbox via Zernio API, and you can literally have AI go through your DMs with various leads that you might be having through your Instagram content, and you can score them from high, medium, and low, and that way the high quality ones you can just double up on and really make sure that you get them to book a call, because you don't want the low quality ones, you want the high quality ones. Attribution. So I am partnered with Trackio, and my system uses the Trackio MCP, and it's able to figure out which links, which YouTube videos of mine are bringing in the most clicks to visits. And not just YouTube videos, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts, other random websites, AEO via like Bing and Baidu, Android.gm. You can see where these clicks are coming from. It was Facebook.com, I'm running ads. Well, I have 570 visits. Okay, how many opt-ins? Looks like my ads probably aren't the best right now, or maybe they're still in the learning phase. Now, given I did upload my ads like 3 days ago, so they are still in the learning phase, so you have to wait a bit more. But you can see YouTube has 9 opt-ins. This video had 26 opt-ins, 18 bookings, which is extremely high. They're all filtered by ads, YouTube videos. What else? Custom for school, my public community. This gives me a direct insight on what content pieces I need to make more of. I have all my tracking links. I can just copy and paste them, so I can see which ones have the most links, which, why they have the most clicks, when I created them. Right? If I can just go to any of these, it'll pull up my website. Very easy. And then content leads. They're scored by how warm they are, if they booked a call already, if they're a customer, if they closed, if they are a current client, and which video brought them to this stage. This is entirely, look at the attribution. Each lead is properly tagged. I know exactly what's going on in my business with this intelligent system. Emails, now it's gonna pull all the broadcasts. You see which emails of mine have the most open rates, or the highest open rates, which are the highest click rates, which are the highest unsubs, which emails maybe turned off from my audience. I can do deep analysis and analyze all 40 emails. I can compose a new email if I wanted to. Let's say we want a angle on starting a one-person AI agency. Click generate and it'll create a soap sequence. Now I use this email section a lot because this will let me know, okay, which of these have a high open rate. What I can do is I can just kind of copy that email again. So you see the body right here. I can view it in browser if I needed to. And I can see like, oh, maybe I can just copy and paste it and make a new email out of this. So it gives you a lot of like just insight, and I can compose, like I said, another sequence. Now all the APIs are stored in the settings tab. So you can see all my different API keys are right here. This is what ties my entire intelligence system together. It calls these various APIs and brings their data in and centers all this different data in different places into one platform, which is my intelligence OS, my ARC system. Now, the part of the system I really want to bring your attention to isn't the alerts. It isn't the super organized, client CRM. It's the follow-ups. I can activate a follow-up sequence. You see, hey name, just following by your application. Do you have any questions? Happy to help to get you started. This is a sequence I can fire to all of my leads or current clients, whether it be following up with clients or whether it be following up with leads who haven't booked a call yet. Now, it also tracks the last day a lead has been followed up from. So let's say these are all the leads who've been, followed up with, or in this case, clients that have been followed up with in the last not in at least 3 days. So this person is the only person I've not followed up with yet in the past 3 days. So if I do past 7, 14, 30, because I've already passed and I've followed up with all these leads because my system does this on its own. I don't have to, be the one manning it all the time. So this is the one person I haven't reached out to yet. So let me go ahead and reach out to him. So I can say, hey, name. Then this is a current client. This isn't a new lead. So I can say, give me a update on your latest client. These are my consulting clients. And now I can click confirm sent to one recipient, click allow, and you see the message was sent successfully. You have the check mark. I'll prove that to you right now. So this is my conversation with my client. You see at 2:59, hey Kanwar, give me an update on your latest client. This is the exact message, and again, it's personalized based on the name, and it was sent. Now imagine if I were to do this at scale, now it's just my clients with my leads as well. See, people, what they do is they might only follow with their leads, and business owners, this is one of their biggest mistakes. You follow with all your leads saying, hey, would you want to book a call? We just had a recent win in our service. We just opened some new spots in our program. Now you follow with all your dead leads and reactivate them. And just 1 or 2 reactivations that go successful if you're selling a high ticket service can be a difference between $0 and $10,000. So it's extremely important to follow with your dead leads. But even with your clients, and this is what a lot of business owners don't do, they don't follow with existing clients. You can upsell a lot of your current clients if you do good fulfillment and good work. But if you're not following up with your clients, you have no idea if your systems are bringing them results. And if you do know that, you don't know how happy the client is. And to gauge their happiness is extremely important, because eventually when you want to upsell your client and sell them on like a bigger deal, they're going to look back at how many times you followed up with them. How many times were you talking to them, engaging in conversation with them? How active are you in their journey? And if you weren't active, that's it. You're gonna lose your client. You'll lose your opportunity to upsell a client. A 31K client can become a 65K client. But if you don't have the proper upsell in place, it won't be. Now, this is how I turn this entire intelligence system into a CEO or COO that can make decisions for me. If I open up Lazy, I can ask it, where am I losing the most money? How healthy is my funnel right now? Let's say, what are some new SOPs that I can add? And it's going to go ahead and go through all the data it has that's being passed in through these various APIs from Instagram, YouTube, Zernio, Google Sheets, HubSpot, my CRM, my attribution, Trackio, everything, Obsidian. And it'll go through all that data for me, something that a human just can't do manually. And it'll go ahead and let me know what needs to be fixed. So if I ask a question, what SOP should I add to the SOP library that would help my business grow and bring on new hires? It'll go ahead and let me know the exact SOP. So let's go ahead and let it crunch all the data that it has from the various data points and APIs that are feeding this data inside the intelligence system. All right, so it looks like my SOP library is all analysis SOPs. Good for thinking when none of them touch the operational leaks that are actually bleeding revenue right now. Fix those first. So lead follow-up SOP, highest leverage, build this first. 614 and 642 leads and phone numbers have never been followed up with. Now, of course, this is some skewed data because this is also some test data that's inside. So you have to fix that. But regardless, you want a simple SOP, call/text cadence, script, disqualify criteria, hand to a VA or setter. Booking rate is fine. Based on my attribution and sales, what content pieces should I do more of? All right, you can see right here, we see that your attribution data is too broken to fully trust, but single you do have points at Instagram, not YouTube. The close rate, reality by source. So it's like Insta has the highest close rate, YouTube has one of the lowest ones, but again, the data is not attributed properly, so the numbers are off. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my intelligence system after this. So it's come back with a response. As you can see, our attribution data is a bit too broken right now. We did recently use Trackio, so we have to update things on our end, so the intelligence system is fully coherent. But just based off the data it has right now, Instagram has the highest close rate. You can see some of the other close rates of these other sources. YouTube is bringing the most raw leads, but converting the worst. That either means YouTube content tracks tire kickers, not buyers. And then the split is sharper. So we have appointment campaigns. So we can literally track individual marketing campaigns and seeing which ones bring the most sales. And again, this is something that I don't have to do. Lazy, my AI CEO, is doing it for me. So the next action is literally saying is fix UTM tagging, because it understands that a lot of the leads aren't properly attributed. So maybe these percentages are a bit off. So it's saying, hey, look, you have to fix this. So it's letting me know my exact bottleneck, what I need to fix, and it can go ahead and fix it for me, considering it's in the realm of this intelligence platform. Now, before we talk about features and how to rebuild this, we need to answer 3 questions first. What do I need delegated or automated? What data would I like to see in a single view? Do I need additional insight into business decisions? If you answer those 3 questions, your build has a shape. If you skip those 3 questions, you're going to be building something extremely blind. Now that you have those 3 questions answered, let me show you how you can rebuild the system. Okay, if you want to rebuild the system, here's how you're going to do it. First, you have to start in a way that I did not start, and I honestly wasted so much time and tokens and ran into so many Claude limits because I didn't start this way. You need to map out exactly what you want in your intelligence system, because every business is different. Your CRMs are different, your integrations are different, you have different APIs you might be using or different platforms you're using that have different APIs. So this is the overall structure you can follow, so it's unique for your own business. 1. External services, payments, WAP, Fanbase, Stripe. These are very common processors. Any other processors you use, go ahead and add it right here. Then scheduling. How do you track, where your book calls are coming from? Are you using Calendly? Are you using Google Calendar? Are you using Cal.ai or Cal.com? Which one? Then content and AI. Which AI tools are you using? I'm sure you're using Claude, right? I'm sure you're probably using Kit for emails or Beehive. Are you using YouTube, Instagram, what? Then you have API routes. You have your dashboard, your book calls, your emails, what's the lazy system. This is a bit more nitty gritty. You can honestly leave this part out, but this part right here, this is important. You want to understand your features, right? I have the finance feature, the dashboard, analytics, income. In fact, this is the most important part of your entire build. Map this part out, and this is usually enough, as well as the external services, for Claude to build an intelligence system that's a pretty usable MVP. So go back to the features. You have finance, CRM and ops, leads, clients, team, task description. Feel free to copy this. Honestly, a lot of businesses have a very similar structure with these three. And then content, emails, context studio. This again, just giving you more insight into how well your content is performing. And then attribution, where's your sales coming from, which content is bringing the most sales. And then data layer, this is something that's a bit more technical, but you want to be using Supabase for your data layer. It's extremely trusted, it's very secure. And then you want to have a settings row for all your platform API keys. This way, no one can just pull your API keys from the client side and your data is protected. And then you can have a local fallback, so a local data storage source. So for whatever reason, if Supabase goes down, your data is still saved locally on your computer. Now, this is the overall system structure that you should be following. I will have a prompt that you can copy in the description below that you can just use to go ahead and build an MVP that has all this already factored in. And of course, one of the main features is the iMessage follow-up system. This is also included in the prompt in the description below. So now you know the setup as well as how to rebuild it. The CRM, the content performance, the attribution, the CEO, everything. If you want to map out what this system will look like for your business, my team and I are running free AI strategy calls where we will show you exactly how this intelligence system can improve your business's operations and increase its revenue. We will go through what you want delegated, automate it, and you to do yourself. Book the free call using the description below.